So we got the 125, we got the 390, we just did the 1290. We just did the 1290 Superduke R. This is another Superduke 890, and now, yes, we got the 890 Duke R, and we got the 890 Duke GP. So yeah, without further ado, we are just gonna hop on this baby. And take this one for a spin. That's how easy. And that's how these road shows actually work. So, well, it's not. You still have to book it. You still have to book it, and I mean, it's not as easy for me to. It's a little bit easier for me to take these things, and I seriously have to take a piss. Anyway, we are on the 890, and I gotta say the 890 is a lot different than the 1290 because it's got the parallel twin cylinder and not the V-twin. But make no mistake, this is also the same engine as we got in the 890 KTM Adventure, and it's also actually the Northern 901 engine. So, but then in the Superduke R model, that's not Superduke R, it's Superduke GP. But yeah, without further ado, let's get cracking. I do have to go for a piss. I really have to go for a piss really bad. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, boys are back. Hello. The boys are back with the adventure models. Just been riding, testing out, and I'm here on the 890 GP. Here the guys with the jizzes. Yeah, they are sold. I don't think that the last guy is going to get a KTM because he was like, yeah, but I had to wait like an hour. He was like, yeah, I noticed he was probably going on his way to Starbucks. So, but I mean, look at this thing. Thing's an absolute beast. Look at that. Anyway, let's get back to gonna take some pictures and let's get back. But I gotta say, it is far from as aggressive as the Superduke R, of course, because, well, this is 890, not a 1290. But it's a comfy bike. It's a good bike. And these engines, these 890 twin parallel engines, they are like really smooth to ride also. And it's more about the RPMs than it is about the torque. With the 1290s you can just ride in 4th gear, and with these it's more of a working environment. But yeah, like I said, make no mistake, these 890 motorcycles, Superduke 890 is like a really fast motorcycle. You can have a lot of fun with it in the mountains, like I am right now. Really having a blast. Yeah, two small little wheelies right there. The wheel just pops up like I tested on the 890 Adventure series. It feels, I mean, with this motorcycle I really have the guts to give it a lot more gas and a lot more throttle. The 1290s just, yeah, they are way more aggressive and they're a little bit harder to handle because they're not, I mean they're not harder to handle, but if you ride them at a normal pace, they are just as easy to handle as the 890, but when you start flooring it and absolutely throttling that thing down, you really have to be careful with a 1290 beast. The 890 is a bit more forgiving, per se. This is the wet part Smokey 890, also a little bit wet. Oh, that baffle, ooh, calm down now, Smokey, calm down. You do not have a lot of protection on. It's not like wearing a condom would help, but you know. But I mean, this is more of a little bit of an upright position. The handlebars are a little bit shorter to you than with the Superduke R, than with the 1290 Superduke R. But I mean, when it comes when it comes to power and having fun in the mountains, I mean, the 890 is, yeah, you're not gonna benefit all the power because it is also very fast. But at the point that the 1290 actually, the 890 actually stops going, the 1290 gets an extra boost of power. So if you ever get tired of an 890 and you're like, dude, I need that extra boost of nitrogen, yeah, then you need the 1290, because these bikes are also very fast, make no mistake, but The 1290 is just that little scoop on top. But these are very, very easy to ride. I mean, I have never been on an 890 before, so this is the first time I ever ride on an 890. And it just feels like coming home for some reason. I mean, that's what the 890 is. It is so accessible for a lot of people. So if you're looking for your first naked bike, don't be afraid if it says 890, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's 890 cc's. It's too much. I need like a 600 or a 500 to start with. And nah, it's not. You can ride this thing. I mean, look at that. You can just do the 4th gear, quick shifter 5th gear, 6th gear. I mean, it's all about the throttle. People a lot of times say or ask me like, what is the best motorcycle to start? And there's like an internet meme, and people always say, well, it's a Hayabusa Turbo. And it is. A Hayabusa Turbo is the best bike to start riding. You're probably too afraid to full throttle it anyway. So, and the fast it goes, I mean the speed it goes is all about this. I mean, I can ride this. Look at that. Even if this thing would have like 400 horsepower, I think I'll ride it slow. But 4th gear. Yeah, see that? The 890 did like 130, 120, 130. If you would have done that with a Duke, it would have been like 150, 160. So that's the difference about these bikes. But the torque difference is really noticeable. But make no mistake, this thing is like a hell of fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna put off the traction control yet. I still have you know, some really good times with the police officers getting caught with my wheelie. So got to be a bit careful with my videos right now. Oh, there's like a gumball rider going on here. Got to be careful on these white lines. Yeah, indeed, there is a gumball rally going on. Nice. But I gotta say, the shifting is wet road. Yeah, it also, when you're upshifted, it also gives a little bit of extra fuel inside the engine, so it does that like the brop 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 brop. Ah, absolutely like it. How does the horn sound? No, not bad, not bad. The horn is pretty fun. So yeah, we are back for the third time over here riding motorcycles. Got to be a bit careful here. There's like a ton of people walking here, all going to the racetrack. Still have no idea what's going on today at the racetrack, but yeah. But let's just say the 890 Duke GP, this is a Grand Prix one. I gotta say, yeah, it's such an easy motorcycle to ride. It's the perfect starting motorcycle. If you're like used to more motorcycles, I wouldn't go for the 125. The 125 was a little bit too slow today. The 390 is good, very smooth for the mountains, but I mean this is very trustworthy. This is like, you feel good on this bike, you feel safe. The 1290 just, yeah, it scares me a little bit, and I like to be scared a little bit, but this is a bike that will not really surprise you. It will do what it can do for you, and you are going to have a blast on it. I mean, I'm just riding up a mountain, and this thing is like flying up the mountain. So a lot of fun, a lot of wind therapy, naked bike fun, cars here. Not gonna complain. I'm really surprised, actually. It's my first time riding a GP, a Duke GP. But I gotta say, the way it handles, the way I've been riding other naked bikes, and the way this one feels, it's also a 9 out of 10. Oh, yeah, it's smooth. The smooth shifting, the sound of the that was a big splash. The sound of the engine, the gear shifts. I mean, the buttons like the 890, of course. Same engine as the 890 KTM Adventure, same engine as the Norden. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really fun motorcycle. So 9 out of 10. It's just at some occasions I prefer the 1290 because of how much horsepower it has. But I mean, yeah, this is more than enough horsepower. I'm just an idiot that never has enough. If I could, I would even have like a superduke R with a turbo on it, like ridiculous amount of horsepower just for the heck of it. But yeah, might do that in the future, who knows. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on the channel. But yeah, this thing is like, I've never been on a motorcycle that is that easy to ride as this one. I mean, it's easier to ride as the 1290. So there's a school here, there's a 30 zone. Yeah, that's how we roll. When there's a school, it is a Sunday, so schools are closed, but anyway, yeah. A little jump here. yeah, this bike is not made for jumping. I actually hurt my ball sack just a little bit. Anyway, like I said, 9 out of 10. Really having fun with this thing. Calm down now, Smokey. Wet road, a lot of people walking here. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for the super. No, it's not a super duke, it's a duke. It's a duke GP. A Duke 890 GP, 9 out of 10. Thank you, Duke. Thank you. Really had a blast. I'm gonna pass this guy. I'm not gonna really want to ride a little bit faster as this guy is. He's enjoying his KTM probably. So up the mountain roads, let's go. Let's go. He's probably also going to the KTM Adventure Show. Oh man, the sound this thing makes is sheesh. Anyway, let's see what else we can get. Probably nothing. I've been on the 1290, so I think this might be the last bike. And that is that. So gonna put it into a place where hopefully it doesn't drop like the. Oh man, it's still gonna put some rocks on this thing. I seriously don't want to drop another one. We have ridden the 125, we have taken the 890 GP, we have taken the 1290 Super Duke R. We have not been riding. We have been riding the 890 Adventure R a couple weeks ago, and we have been riding the 1290S at the dealership also. So as far as the range of today, we have just had it all.